I don't know if legendary Raider owner Al Davis left his son Mark Davis any instructions on how to run the team for when he died, but there's nothing to prepare you to be an NFL owner. So Mark Davis struggled at the beginning, and the Raiders looked like they were going to hell in a handbasket. Here we are 9 years later, and he has survived the toughest part of being the Raiders owner. The spirit of his father Al has never left him. He's not the pure football man his father was, but who is? Al Davis was a scout, an assistant coach, a head coach, and a GM. But Mark Davis is on his way to rebuilding his father's legacy. Listen to this.
What's important to me is the legacy we leave, the greatness of the Raiders. I wanted to build the finest organization in professional sports. I wanted to have the greatest players. I wanted to have the greatest coaches. I wanted to play in the greatest games. I wanted to have the greatest plays. Obviously, I wanted to win more than anyone else.
And Davis did just that, producing the Sea of Hands and the Heidi game. And he won 2 of his 3 Super Bowls there, with one in LA where the team spent 13 years. But at the turn of the century, the Oakland Coliseum became outdated, and it became hard to get free agents to come play on a football field that's also used for baseball. So the Raiders lost their way. Fast forward to 2020, and the Raiders made their way to the city of Las Vegas and a brand new $2 billion stadium, the best in the business. And along with that came a $75 million training facility that's just as plush as the stadium. But what about one of the most passionate NFL fan bases back in Oakland? Well, a lot of them and fans from LA will be coming along. But 60% of the ticket holders are from Las Vegas, and Las Vegas has provided quite the home ice advantage for the Golden Knights of the NHL. And head coach John Gruden and GM Mike Mayock are bringing that Raider brand of football back. Like Daryl LaMonica, Ken Stabler, and Jim Plunkett before him, Derek Carr is a big arm quarterback that throws one of the best deep balls in the NFL. According to Pro Football Focus, he's the 3rd best deep passer in the NFL from 2016 to 2019. So when he has a guy with speed that can get open down the field, he'll get it to him. But the Raiders really haven't had that burner in recent years, so Carr hasn't thrown many deep balls. More on that later. Carr can put a ball wherever he wants to. He can hit his receiver deep in stride. He can put it on the back line where the receiver has just enough room to get both of his feet in. And he's at his best in the clutch, like on this touchdown pass to help beat the Baltimore Ravens in 2016. That's why Gruden and Mayock are building around him. The Raiders are going to have a healthy Foster Moreau back with Jason Witten to make opposing defenses pay for taking tight end Darren Waller away. They'll also allow him to line up out wide in the red zone. Or anytime they want to take advantage of a size matchup. Like Dave Casper and Todd Christensen, he's a traditional Raider tight end that could be a number 1 receiver, as he can go over the middle and move the chains. He has the speed to get deep. And he can take the ball a long way after the catch. Now we go to receiver, where the Raiders have a Fred Biletnikoff type and sure-handed Hunter Renfrow who can move the chains. Yeah, that's 3rd and Renfrow right there. The slot machine can also work to get open in the red zone. Also like Biletnikoff, even though he isn't very big or very fast, he finds a way to get in the end zone after the catch. He's as fast as he has to be. The Raiders also have height, weight, speed guys like Warren Wells and Mervin Fernandez. Tyrell Williams is back healthy again to excel in the red zone like he did last year when healthy. And let's not forget he's in the over 21 miles per hour club when it comes to speed. That and his height at 6'4" made him one of the best deep ball threats in the league from 2015 to 2018. At 6'3", Bryan Edwards is similar in that he can go get it in the red zone. And while there is no 40 time on him, he's faster than people think as he is a deep threat. Now we go to the speedsters and Nelson Aguilar, who's in the over 21 miles an hour club. Gruden picked him up in free agency this offseason because he wants to go deep in 2020. Then there's 4'2" blazer Rico Gafford, who was called up from the practice squad last year. And of course, there's first round pick Henry Ruggs, who also runs a 4'2". There's no defensive back he can't get behind. He hit the radar gun at 24.3 miles an hour in college last year. I mean, imagine a guy that can get past the defensive back, slow down and spin around for the ball, catch it, and re-accelerate and leave the guy that he just got past again. But don't get him twisted, it's just a speedster. The guy runs great routes, and he can run after the catch. And he has the best hands in this draft class as he had only 1 drop last year and 5 in his whole college career. Look at this catch. And he has the toughness to catch the ball and take the shot over the middle. And he'll have room to do his thing because of running back Josh Jacobs, who was outstanding as a rookie last year. He showed he can run inside. Oh. He can run outside. He's money in short yardage. He's a good receiver out of the backfield, which is something the Raiders plan to see more of this year. And he's great in pass protection, picking up blitzes. He's a great all-around back. Back healthy to protect Carr this year will be right tackle Trent Brown, one of the best in the game. Catch it, catch it, catch it, damn. Right guard Gabe Jackson, who played hurt last year, is back to do his part to protect Carr. Rodney Hudson, the best center in the game, will be back. Successful Raider reclamation project and left guard Richie Incognito is back. In 2018, first round left tackle Colton Miller, who improved a lot from year 1 to year 2, is also back. And per Raider tradition, that's the biggest offensive line in football. Now to the defense, where Malik Collins will make a good penetrating one technique against the run. He can rush the passer well from the one technique as well. That's a quick win right there. Like Al Davis said, the quarterback must go down and he must go down hard. Collins was one of the most double-teamed defensive tackles in the NFL last year, and you can see why with the way he brings heat up the middle. He should be lined up next to 3 technique Maurice Hurst, who's underrated against the run. He needs to see the field more as he has one of the top 3 pass rush win rates in the NFL. And he comes through with the game on the line like he does here with the sack fumble against the Cleveland Browns back in 2018. 2019 number 4 overall, Clelin Ferrell was solid against the run last year as a rookie. And he looked promising as a pass rusher as he got a sack in his first game as a rookie. Then he got sick and lost 15 pounds and wasn't the same until late in the season. And he didn't scratch again until week 10 against the LA Chargers. He actually scratched 2.5 times in that game. And he scratched again in week 16 against the Chargers to have a good second half to the season. And you gotta love a guy that makes plays to help win games like Ferrell does here to seal the win against the Lions. Opposite defensive end Max Crosby wasn't consistent against the run last year, but when he was on, he was on. What makes him exciting is his ability to get after the quarterback. Like Ferrell at 6'5", he's that tall, long edge rusher the Raiders traditionally have, and he has that relentless motor. And he had a phenomenal 10 sacks as a rookie, 4 of them against the Cincinnati Bengals. That burst, handwork, and bend is hard to stop off the edge. How about his ability to come through in the clutch as he forces an interception to win the game here? The Raiders have solid linebackers when they're relevant, so it's a good sign they have them now. Corey Littleton should be at Sam so he can chase down run plays from the backside. And since he's so good in coverage, they won't see him coming on the blitz. Littleton should be at Sam to cover those tight ends of the AFC West. He's covered the best of tight ends like George Kittle, so he should get the assignment against Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs. And his playmaking ability to turn turnovers into scores will help big time. Nick Witkowski also came via free agency this offseason, and he is a downhill linebacker. He can also go sideline to sideline. He's also a good fit for defensive coordinator Paul Guenther's double A gap scheme as he can bring the heat up the middle. He can also cover as you see him here on Jimmy Graham. And I'm picking Tanner Muse to be the will. He was mainly a safety in college, but he's played some linebacker and had to come up and take on linemen to make plays. And with that 4.4 speed, he can bring it off the edge. That speed really comes in handy when bluffing the A-gap blitz and covering a receiver way downfield. You know Guenther loves that. And that's the linebacker core. I'm excited to see hard-hitting 2019 first-round strong safety Jonathan Abram back healthy. He's going to make a big difference. And I'm equally excited to see free agent acquisition Demarius Randall at free safety. He was a first-round pick as a safety, but spent 3 of his 5 years as a corner. Speaking of corner, Prince Amukamara is now in Las Vegas to compete for a corner spot. But he's lost a step, so I expect him to be more of a veteran presence for the youngsters. I expect first-round pick Damon Arnett to take one of the corner spots. He's a physical bump-and-run corner, just like the Raiders have always had. Slot corner LaMarcus Joyner had a bad first season with the Raiders after signing a big contract last offseason. If he wants to continue making all that money, he's going to have to beat out 4th round pick Amik Robertson, who's an absolute ball hawk. Trayvon Mullin is the number 1 corner for the Raiders as he's 6'2" with long arms to hold guys up at the line of scrimmage. He showed as a rookie last year that he's that traditional Raider bump and run corner. Also with that length, he's very disruptive at the catch point. He even shut down Kansas City Chiefs speedster Tyreek Hill at the end of last year. The Raiders were absolutely horrible at the cornerback position last year until Mullin started to show up. And in doing so, he earned the number 1 corner spot and all the expectations that come with it. Davis struggled out the gate as an owner with a poor stadium, poor facilities, and poor management on the football side of things. But he is slowly putting things together as he moved to Las Vegas and into that big beautiful stadium and plush, state-of-the-art training facilities. What free agent wouldn't want to come to Vegas? And on the football side of things, he brought back head coach John Gruden to finish what he started in the late 90s and early 2000s. And he brought in Mike Mayock, a respected TV personnel guy. And all he's done is put together 2 great draft classes in a row. So the Raiders are back, and once again a first-class organization. Thank you for watching. See you next time.